orders are given that women and children must board lifeboats. Near the boats, some first-class passengers gather here in the gymnasium. One is multimillionaire John Jacob Astor on an extended honeymoon with his young second wife, Madeline. Astor's wife boards a lifeboat here on Titanic's port side, but an officer refuses Astor, and so he meekly chooses to stand aside and die. Few yet realize that because of inadequate laws, there are only enough boats for half the people aboard. Distress rockets are fired from the starboard wing of the bridge. To the north, there's a ship, the British steamer Californian. Titanic's rockets are reported to her captain, Stanley Lord, but he does nothing, goes back to sleep, and will spend the rest of his life trying to explain. Many lifeboats are still being lowered half empty. Few understand that Titanic is actually sinking. The lifeboat's davits are still extended here at Boat Station 2, where the second officer is in charge. The officer sends half a dozen crewmen to open doors and help fill the boats from decks lower down. The men were never seen again, but one set of doors still hangs open. Here, a twisted davit once held boat number 8. And here stood an aging, distinguished couple, Mr. and Mrs. Isidore Strauss. Offered a place on the boats, Mr. Strauss refused it. Then Mrs. Strauss refused to leave him, and so they perished together. In a single first-class cabin, there was a wealthy woman traveling alone. She was a tough and earthy character, requiring no assistance. She boarded a lifeboat, boldly took over command, and was known from then on as the unsinkable Molly Brown. And now, at last, 1,500 people began to realize that soon they were going to die. But on the boat deck, near the entrance to the grand staircase, the band played on. No one could agree later what tunes were played, and all the musicians drowned. But Titanic's band and its leader, Wallace Hartley, became immortal heroes of this disaster on the sea. Few honored Captain Smith, who had ignored many warnings as he sailed boldly into history. He went down with his ship, his last words disputed. Some said he told the crew, "Be British." Others, "It's every man for himself."